Alright, let's dive into this because it's a story that has the racing world buzzing. Imagine this, Max Verstappen, the guy who's basically untouchable in Formula 1 right now, teams up with Jules Gounon and Daniel Juncadella for a Nürburgring Nordschleife race. They crush it, right? Dominate the track, finish with a massive lead, 59.5 seconds ahead of the competition. Fans are going wild, the team is celebrating, and then, boom. Disqualified. What the heck just happened? Let me break it down for you. Here's the deal, the team used 7 sets of tires during the race, but the rules clearly state you can only use 6. Now, personally, I think this is one of those technicalities that can slip through the cracks in the heat of competition. It's not like they were cheating in a way that gave them an unfair advantage on the track, they still drove circles around everyone else. But rules are rules, especially in the Nürburgring Langstreckenserie, NLS, where technical compliance is taken extremely seriously. No wiggle room, no exceptions. Disqualification was the only outcome. What makes this really interesting is the human element behind it. Christian Hohenadel, the Winward team principal, came out and said it was an internal error. No excuses, no blaming others, just a straightforward admission of a mistake. That kind of accountability is rare in racing, and I respect it. But it also raises a deeper question: how does a team of this caliber overlook something so fundamental? Is it a sign of growing pains as they transition into a full Mercedes-AMG performance team? Or just a one-off blunder? I'm leaning toward the latter, but it's something to keep an eye on. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. This race was essentially a prep event for the 24-hour Nürburgring race, which is a beast of a challenge. Verstappen and his team were using it as a test run, and their performance showed they're a force to be reckoned with. Even with the disqualification, that 59.5-second lead isn't something you can brush off. It's a statement. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be a preview of what's to come if Verstappen decides to tackle the 24-hour race. But here's the thing, the NLS is unforgiving. One small mistake, and you're out. That's the kind of pressure these teams are under, and it's a reminder that racing isn't just about speed, it's about precision, preparation, and sticking to the rules. One detail I find fascinating is how this disqualification reshuffled the podium. The number 99 row racing BMW team, who were originally second, now take the win. The Falken Porsche team moves up to second, and the Losch 48 Motorsport Porsche grabs third. For the Losch team, this is a fairytale moment, their first overall podium finish in the SP9 class. It's a reminder that in racing, sometimes your moment comes when you least expect it. But it also highlights how thin the line is between victory and disappointment. Verstappen's team crossed that line, and it cost them big time. In my opinion, this whole situation is a masterclass in the unpredictability of motorsport. You can have the fastest car, the best drivers, and still lose because of a technicality. It's brutal, but it's also what makes racing so compelling. What this really suggests is that even the smallest details matter. And for Verstappen, who's used to dominating in F1, this is a humbling reminder that every series has its own challenges and rules. If he wants to conquer the Nürburgring, he'll need to adapt, and fast. So, where do we go from here? Verstappen has the option to race again on April 11th, and I'm betting he'll take it. This disqualification isn't going to stop him, if anything, it'll fuel his determination. But the question is, will his team tighten up their processes? Because if they don't, they could find themselves in the same situation again. And in a series as competitive as the NLS, that's a risk they can't afford. Before I wrap this up, let me leave you with this thought: racing is as much about the mistakes as it is about the victories. What many people don't realize is that these moments of failure often teach us more than the wins. For Verstappen and his team, this disqualification is a lesson they won't forget. And for us fans, it's a reminder that even the best in the world can stumble. So, here's my question to you: do you think this setback will make Verstappen's team stronger, or will it leave a lasting mark? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious to hear your take.